So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. So, Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a pretty loose pass. Semenyo. Great vision. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Messi. This is chance for a shot! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target. That's a sharp pass. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rafael Varane is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Bergomi. Tele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Tele. And here's Dembele. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo. Now it's Pele. Roberto Carlos. And it's Vieira. Spread to the right. Nice control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Bergomi. And it's Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Semenyo. Gattuso. And the shot's on here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a promising position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Semenyo! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Yeah. Might be danger here. He's found some space. Great chance! Looking for a runner. And he welcomes it in. Cafu. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Bayer Leverkusen finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 20, Messi.
Second period is on the way.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Le numéro 19, Bale.
And it's Vieira. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Dembele. Del Piero. Del Piero is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Gattuso. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! Well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the...
Tries one from range! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival, Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? Back when it goes. Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. And it's Roberto. And a chance!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
60 minutes played. Nicely shaped ball. Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vieira. Del Piero, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Ferdinand is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Del Piero, he'll try from distance! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Gattuso. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bayer Leverkusen are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Roberto Carlos. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Del Piero with the short one. It's Bale! Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Vieira. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vieira. No way through there. Pirlo really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now the ball's gone astray. Del Piero. Cafu. And it's Del Piero. And here's Bale.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Bale. Gattuso. Oh, that's superb. There's a sharp little ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's a cute ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Bale. Taken back almost at once. Now has he got the beating of his marker? Del Piero! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Tries to play it through. Picks out brilliant, and the shots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can clear their lines. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. And time is up. Bayer Leverkusen were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.